Hello, hi, it's Liz here, and today I want to show you my autumn journal. I just finished this the other day and I'm really pleased, happy with how it turned out. So let's show you the inside. First of all, on the cover is a sheet of paper from the vintage Artistry in the Leaves 12 by 12 collection pack by 49 and Market. You also get these laser cut elements, and I've got a few left from after using them in this journal. So yeah, these are Tim Holtz toadstool mushrooms in a little piece of washi, and one of the elements from the paper pack. So inside I've collaged the front cover using some mushroomy things and one of the elements from the paper pack. This is a Tim Holtz paper. The three butterflies were black and white, but I decided to add a coloured butterfly just to match up the orange from the first sheet from the cover here. Then we have an element from the paper pack. This is a vintage book page, which I've decorated with a little bit of the die cuts and a piece of washi. This is old graph paper that I found, which is great. It's got a great feel, and I dipped some of the bits of the graph paper in some watered down ink, added a little stitching detail and a couple of the elements from the paper pack. Some of those little, I don't know what you call them in your neck of the woods, but here we call them helicopters. Kiddies play with them. So this is a vintage sheet of paper from a book, an old book, and this is just an envelope that I've decorated with some faux postage stamps and a little stamp. It's got a couple of sheets of writing paper inside and a sticker there, and that just slots in there. So there's plenty writing space on the graph paper, and then in there I've got a little cloth flowery trim down the side and some washi on the old music paper. I've got a little dangly here that says handmade with love and a little umbrella, because autumn means umbrellas for us because it just kind of rains all the time. This is some vellum that I've made a pocket on either side and stitched round to attach the pocket, and it's got a journaling card inside that was made during a previous mass make, and a couple of these little shiny, I don't know, the wee acrylic sticky things. I don't know what they're called. This is another journal card. It's nice in there. Another piece of the graph paper with the ink sploshed on and dipped in, and a little piece of vellum with a leaf from the paper pack, just a little plain stitching down through to keep it all together, and a little element there. This is a doily that I have dipped in the ink, and then in the middle is a paper bag which has been decorated and stitched around before I stuck the card onto the paper pad, and inside there are decorated journaling cards. So one in that pocket with some lace and a little vellum tag, and one much the same in this pocket, stamped. Oh yes, this one's stamped too, stamped with a little mushroom. So that's nice to get to use your stamps. Stamped with brown ink, and that's the back of that one. These are decorated too, these with some mushrooms. Mushrooms are a thing. Some washi on the back of the little flip here, and in here, in this bit of the brown paper bag, there's a little note card. So that just sits in there quite nicely, clipped on, and some acorns. And that's the back of that. That's the other side of the washi tape. And this is more of the graph paper. It's been stamped, and the graph paper is really quite thin, this old graph paper, and the stamp came through, but I don't mind so much because it came through in a way where you can still see quite a lot of it, so that's fine. Then a piece of the vellum, the old book music paper, which has been stitched around, and oops, that's not stuck down. Let's just stick that leaf down there. I can get in using my left hand. That's a trick. There we are, that's better. Yeah, using the elements from the paper pack again, and a little bit of washi detail here. This is the other half of the old book, illustrated book, and on this I've got a little squirrel on a piece of ribbon which has been adhered to the edge there, and a little squirrel there. That's cute. And then this is graph paper again with the element, and the other half of the vintage paper book page, the Tim Holtz paper with one of the elements again, and a little pocket on the back with a little collaged card which has been stitched around. And we made these, this is like cottony linen that's been stamped on, and we made them in a previous mass make along with these, so you can look that up if you're interested in seeing that. And that's the back, it's just the plain paper. So yeah, really pleased with how, and it's a 3-stitch, let me show you, just tied in the middle there, and I just used some embroidery floss to stitch the 3 stitches, and it worked out quite well there, just the 3. Yeah, and I've just tied it with some, it doesn't have a closure that is attached, it's just tied with some of the sari silk, just in a bow, if we can just get it straight there. And I thought this piece of the sari silk was a nice colour for autumn. We just tie it in a double bow like that, and there we are, job done. So yeah, happy with how it's turned out. I think I'll do a similar one for Christmas, and you know, Christmas, it's not long, so yeah. So thanks for joining me today, and if you've liked the video, a wee thumbs up would be great, and I'll see you next time. Till then, take care, bye for now.